Welcome to the Procrastinator's Guide to Life, your daily show for conquering the art of productivity and achieving your business goals. If you're anything like me, you're tired of hitting the snooze button, stumbling through your mornings and feeling like you're always one step behind, well, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Tom Stanhope, and together with a diverse lineup of expert guests, we'll help you transform your mornings from chaotic to captivating. Each day I'll share practical tips, strategies, and success stories to empower you to maximize your productivity, boost your business, and make the most of every moment. So without further ado, it's on with the show. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? So this is another pre-recorded episode because I have got a very interesting day ahead of me today. I am going up to the West Midlands to go and effectively be interviewed for something that's really exciting. In true Facebook style, I can't say a lot about it just yet because part of me doesn't want to jinx it, but also I'm not sure how public it is, so I will share more details as things go on. But it's a very exciting opportunity and something which is going to potentially sit alongside what I do now very well indeed. So I want to get a good night's sleep, and probably getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning when I could be pre-recording like a sensible person would be a very sensible thing to do. So I am here live talking about the following day. So it's 7 o'clock in the evening here the day before, but you're seeing me live now. Isn't it clever? So what is this show all about? So this is my daily attempt to start the day well. Obviously, I'm still asleep, and hopefully you're starting the day well. So if you're up watching this now, this is what this is all about. I'm here to give you a tip, something for you to chew on for the day, and ideally take a bit of action on. Now, yesterday we had a really interesting conversation with Leah Zorzou about sort of fear, and how kind of fear can be your friend when it comes to getting things done and making decisions, positive decisions about your business life. And it really it's stuck with me all day, actually. So and it's sort of been rattling around my head in a good way, and that is a sort of a powerful thing to have happen. And I've had a lovely day, in as much that my daughter had an event at her school, and she was doing a live solo performance of Psycho Killer, so that her and the band, so they had a festival at school, and her band were performing, and she was lead singing on Psycho Killer, which is fantastic. So she was there doing the solo part, and she was terrified before she started, but gave the most astonishing performance. It's incredible. I've been blown away by it. So it was quite a nice kind of adjunct to what I was talking about this morning, in as much that these moments of growth happen very often in conjunction with quite significant fear, and mastering that fear and doing it well is something which we can all take a lot of comfort from, I think, when we see people do that. But why did she do well? Well, because they've been practicing loads. And I was saying to her before she went on to give this performance, it's like, you've spent half a term practicing this song. You're good at it. I've heard you sing it before. What you're scared about is standing up in front of people, being seen, being visible, and doing the thing you're good at. And I thought there's a lot of parallels between that and how we feel about being seen, being visible. Visibility is really just another word for staying present with your ideal customers. And being present, being top of mind when people are ready to buy from you is really, really important. So what I'd say to you today is kind of ask yourself a question, and it can be quite a hard question. Are you doing everything that you can to be visible to your ideal clients? Now, I'm almost certain that, with the exception of a small amount of us, all of us could be doing more of this. I certainly could. I'm doing this daily live show in an attempt to be more visible, to be more present with my ideal audience, with you. Because in this exchange, you get to understand a little bit more about me. I get to understand a little bit more about you. You get to know what my qualities are, my expertise is. And this is an important exchange. It's an exchange that has to happen, particularly if you want a business to grow, because if people know, like, and trust you, then they're more likely to buy from you. But it's never more relevant than if you are a solo entrepreneur, if you are a coach, a course creator, somebody who is predominantly in the online space. You know, this is the way we get out there. This is the way we get seen. And this, combined with sort of PR and you know, bolting into all the other things we do, this visibility work is really important. But you have to go at it with purpose and with some strategic sense backing up your actions. So, you know, I'm not just randomly going live every day. I'm doing this with a plan. This is part of a 6-month visibility drive. So tying into this is going to be a repurposing sort of process. So at the moment, what I'm doing is spending the first 2 weeks just getting my feet under the table, understanding what I need to be doing every day on a practical level, and making sure that this fits in around my life in a way that's comfortable for me. I've already worked out that, you know, actually not only is it okay to do these pre-recorded videos, but actually people like them, people see them and appreciate the fact that I'm staying visible, but I'm sort of taking my own medicine. I'm showing how you can do these things, and it's not difficult. This is very achievable. This is going to be sort of 10-12 minutes of my time in the evening before, but I wanted to make sure that all this was doable. And then as we go along, I'm going to start introducing other elements into this visibility strategy, this extension of my visibility strategy. I need to be seen to be doing live video because it's something I teach. I teach the value of doing live video. I teach the strength of doing live video, and this is important for me to be seen to be doing it. And for years I did it on Thursday evenings, but I was getting a bit bored of it, and I wanted to change it up. I'm enjoying loads. So this is a really important extension of my kind of visibility strategy. This is a tactical deployment designed to sort of implement and execute on the strategy. So ask yourself this question: are you doing everything you can to be visible to your right audience? And then ask yourself the question, if I'm not, what could I be doing? And just decide to do one thing and do it. So I am building out this live, and there are branches and things that will come off this one central piece of visible content, and they'll be repurposing. Lots of other things are going to grow out of this from a content creation point of view, and I'll be sharing this journey with you as I go along. But just ask yourself those questions and be honest with yourself, because I think a lot of the time, you know, it's very easy to think, you know, I was doing it myself, and I was, you know, when I was doing my weekly live, I was going, well, yeah, I'm going live. Was I going live every week? Not as often, not as reliably as I'd like, and it had sort of fallen off. Partly because I'd fallen out of love with it, and that's a whole other lesson in its own right. But mostly because I was probably being less consistent than I thought I was. So this reboot is an attempt to get that consistency back. So ask yourself that question about whether you're being visible in the right way with consistency, and then ask yourself the question, what can I be doing to increase? What can I do to move that needle? So there we go. That's my tip for today. I hope you found that useful. I will be live on Friday morning for the end of the second week, and I might even have a little bit of a nice sort of pastry and coffee start to the day. Might make it a slightly longer one. But thank you for being here. I'm astonished by how many people are up and about at this time of day. So if people are saying hello to me, whoever you are, because I'm not live, I'm saying hello back to you now. Thank you for being here and thank you for commenting. I will say as well that every live needs a call to action, because it's, again, something I really am very passionate everybody should be doing. And my call to action to you today is around video testimonials. I have my virtual video testimonial package. I'm going to be releasing July's bookings for these, because we do a certain amount each month. We can do 8 of these every month, and they go pretty quickly because they're quite a popular thing. But it's a relatively low cost way, so it's only like sort of 359 quid, and we talk and interview your customers. So we will, you do the introduction of us to your customer. We then interview your customer with a pre-agreed set of questions. We will then take those questions and turn them into video content, and we do this virtually. So we're doing it actually on StreamYard, because it's now got local recording, which means you can get really good quality. We've done this with people all over the world, and it's a really great way to capture those strong, important, useful, high converting customer stories. And there are 8 of these slots available for July, and they are open now. So if you fancy booking in on one of those, just drop a comment below and we can get you booked in. So that is it. That is the end of today's episode of the Procrastinator's Guide to Life, my attempt to start every day well and minimize the amount of faffing about I do. So thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.